So going back to the 3 years that you've learned everything, I only know part of the answer to this because you mentioned that you had your 3rd anniversary with your podcast recently. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And that you invested in a different microphone. And I know that the microphone you're using now is one of my favorites. I know the one that you had right before, another one of my favorites that I suggest to other people. I'm curious, what else for equipment, whether it's lighting, headphones, webcams, multiple angles of webcams, how many different microphones did you buy? One on your right when you started, another on your 1st anniversary, then the 2nd, and then the 3rd? Or kind of tell us, how did your equipment journey go from the beginning, if you don't mind?
Please. And also, what I want to say, and I think this is so incredibly important, is this, like anything else, is a start where you're at, and you can do a lot with a smaller budget and with fewer items. And so, I've grown into this, but I actually started with the ATR 2100 right away. And I had a bit of a background. I used to do voice work, and, I know people who do music and music production and stuff like that. So I knew that I wanted a dynamic mic because at the time I started my podcast, I had what I jokingly called my corner office. I was literally working in an office out of a bedroom before we could build what is now my beautiful office.
Did you at least have a window in your corner office?
Thankfully, I did. It was a great window. Okay. So yeah. And so with that in mind, and with, cats and kids and all the things like that, I was like, okay, so this is going to be dynamic mic time so that we can make sure it's directional and it's my voice. And we just do the best to, avoid all the background distractions. So you can start anywhere. People start in closets, you name it.
Wait, so can you tell us real quick? I know what you mean, but the listener might not.
Right.
What do you mean by, quote, dynamic mic?
Right. What I said before, and I'll expand upon it.
Okay.
When I say directional, it means it's picking up your voice. And then if you go to the side of the mic or farther away, it's less inclined. A condenser mic is more of the 360 kind of pickup. So you just want to watch for that, because if you are in a place where you cannot control the quiet, you don't have the padded walls. Sometimes I'd like padded walls, but if
I would be much more protected, less black eyes for sure.
I'm just saying I'm a little klutzy, but it's okay. So yeah, if you don't have that, if you are like trying to create this in a sea of, chaos, then yeah, the dynamic kind will serve you better for this. So that's what I was looking for. And Audio-Technica has great products, and it was a reasonable price. It was an investment, but I thought, well, if I do that, then I have to worry less about the actual environment. And I know that I can use Zoom to record, which we're doing right now. And you can technically use that for free or, for a small expense if you want to extend how you use it. And I was using it for coaching anyhow. And then I actually picked up Audacity for free, and I love it. And I still use it to this day. So I have not changed that. And I used the same mic for 3 years. And it was really only through guesting quite a bit, and then having certain guests come on where I heard them on the mic you and I are now using. And I was like, oh my goodness, what a sound. And I was like, I want to go to there. And part of it was, again, that's on my wish list. And when it's time, I will do it. And yeah, 3 years, I did a little bit more of a rebrand of the podcast art and bought myself a new mic. And I must say, nice. I'm pretty happy.
Cool.